Today I'm going to be doing a 1920s burned flapper look. I've already done my foundation and contour, so I'm going to start with my brows, and for that I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. To clean up my brows, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro palette in the shades Cool Tones, and I'm going to be using the shade Mauve on my crease as a transition shade. To darken that up, I'm going to be using the shade Crocus on my crease and my inner corner and outer corner. To make it more darker, I added the shade Obsidian on my inner corner and outer corner and blended it inwards. Now I'm just going to blend out the edges so that I don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm going to be wetting an eyeshadow brush with some setting spray and taking my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and using the shade Primavera on the middle of my lids. On my lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with the shade Mauve and then darkening that up with the shade Crocus. In the middle of that, I'm going to be using the shade Primavera. For my liner, I'm just going to be doing a simple black line across the lid, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. For my lashes, I'm going to be applying some mascara to my bottom and top lashes. To apply my lashes, I'm going to be using the Duo Lash Adhesive. Now I'm going to be covering my lips with some concealer to make my lip shape smaller. For my lips, I'm going to be using the shade Exorcism by Kat Von D, and I'm going to make my lips smaller than they are and pointier at the top. Now I'm going to be using some violet contacts, but I'm only going to be putting them in one of my eyes. For this next step, you're going to need some liquid latex, inexpensive foundation, and some cotton balls. Taking your foundation, you're going to mix it up with the liquid latex and cutting up the cotton balls into little pieces and applying it to your face. With my Beauty Killer palette, I'm going to be using the shade Star Power and putting that all over the edges. On top of that, I'm going to be using the shade Fetish from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny palette. Now I'm going to be taking the shades Androgyny, Fetish, and Star Power all over the right side of my face. To darken up some of the areas, I'm going to be taking the Tarteist lip paint in the shade Sis and applying that to my face. To lighten up some of the areas, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Blur by Lip Studio in the shade Very Misbehaved. On top of that, I'm going to be applying the shades Androgyny and Fetish to the right side of my face. To really darken up some of the areas, I'm going to be using the shade Obsidian from the Sephora Pro palette. For the highlight, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette in the shade Pink Heart. That is the complete look. I hope you enjoyed, and bye.